Hey guys, this is Ray with Phone Arena, and what you're looking at right now is the Samsung Galaxy S6. This is our hands-on with it, so Samsung's new flagship, lo and behold, the much anticipated device. So with the Samsung Galaxy S6, Samsung has done two things. Both they're kind of succeeding many of the ideas that we can find in their previous flagship, the S5, but at the same time, it kind of signifies a change in ideology here. As you can see with the design, it's extremely premium. They have used Gorilla Glass both for the front and for the back side of the device, so it's extremely sturdy and extremely premium at the same time. Meanwhile, it has this very high quality metal frame here surrounding the whole of the phone. So plus these edges here are really nicely curved and rounded, so holding it is very comfortable, even though it's extremely thin. It's just 6.8 millimeters, and it's also very light at 138 grams. So it's a very svelte, very light and delicate device. So what we have here on the front is a 5.1-inch Super AMOLED display, so the size remains unchanged, but the resolution has been pumped up to Quad HD here, delivering a staggering 577 ppi pixel density. So you can imagine that everything on this display is going to look extremely detailed, extremely dense, extremely high quality. So legibility is going to be just awesome with the Samsung Galaxy S6. In addition to that, it really seems like the color temperature and color accuracy overall is extremely good with this phone. Of course, we'll have to confirm that, but by the looks of it, it's a very high quality and color accurate Super AMOLED display. Under the hood of the Galaxy S6, we have a new Exynos chip, which is 64-bit, which is octa-core, and it's made with a 14-nanometer process. So this thing is going to scream, literally. It's also powered by a very fast internal storage memory, which by the way comes in 32, 64 and 128 gigabytes, plus the 3 gigabytes of RAM memory inside. System memory are also very fast. It's LPDDR4 memory, so you can tell just by looking at me scrolling through the pages, zooming in and out of images, there is not a hint of stuttering or lag with the Galaxy S6 in its new renovated TouchWiz user interface, but more of that in just a few seconds. On the back side of the phone, we have a 16-megapixel camera, so resolution remains unchanged here, but they have done really a great number of improvements to the camera just to improve the camera in the photo quality here. So aperture is even wider at f1.9. They have a bunch of very cool stuff here, like smart optical image stabilization, like real-time HDR, like infrared white balance correction, and even tracking autofocus. So even if you're taking a video of sports and other kinds of dynamic footage, the Galaxy S6's camera isn't supposed to lose its focus at some point. On the front of the display, we have on the front of the device, we also have a 5-megapixel camera for selfies, and it also has that great wide aperture at 1.9. So we suppose it's gonna take some beautiful selfies. Now let's see what else. The Galaxy S6, of course, is going to run Android Lollipop out of the box, the latest version, and it's gonna have the newest TouchWiz user interface on top of it. So as you can see, it kind of has pretty much the same well-known TouchWiz look and feel, but in addition to that, Samsung has greatly simplified and refined its user interface so as to improve the end user experience here. For starters, it's much faster. Icons and other graphical elements have been improved, and of course it bears the typical signs of Lollipop here, so it's very well integrated. The camera application, as you can see, has also been improved. you have your options here on the left, and then you can just hit this view here in order to tweak some more toggles in settings. It's also extremely fast, as you can see. Closing and opening the camera application happens in just an instant. Especially opening the app is extremely quickly. You can also use double tapping the home button, double pressing actually the home button in order to bring up the camera, which also happens in just a part of the second. That's because the camera app never really it's never really terminated. It's always running in the background, so that's why calling it up like this happens extremely quickly. Now, so that's TouchWiz for you. A good number of improvements here. Fast charging, you know, you're gonna be able to charge about 50% of your battery in just 30 minutes, provided that you use a fast charger. And it also has wireless charging built in right into the device itself, so no need to provide a special back cover or stuff like that. You just take the charger, put your Galaxy S6 on it, and it magically starts charging, and in a quick manner also. So the speaker has also been improved. It's now placed on the bottom of the phone. It should sound louder and much better than in the previous generation, even though the previous generation already sounded very, very good. And as you can imagine, the Galaxy S6 is typical Samsung. It's packed with all kind of goodies like NFC, like its Knox security features, and all the air gestures and hidden TouchWiz features are also available. They're just hidden under some of those sub-menus there in the settings. You're gonna go and look for them if you need that kind of functionality. But on the surface, the Galaxy S6 is going to feel like a simpler and more streamlined phone. But that's not to say that it lacks the additional functionality. One thing we're really looking forward to is the Samsung Pay application, which is going to come later. It won't be available on launch time, but it's going to allow you to use your Samsung Galaxy S6 for wireless, contactless payments almost everywhere, because it supports magnetic authentication. So most of the retailers and shops out there already have that kind of equipment. So it's going to be really easy to make contactless payments with Galaxy S6. You just touch your phone next to the terminal and the payment should be authorized. The battery inside, by the way, even though the handset is so thin and light at just 6.8 millimeters, it's gonna be a 2550 milliamp hour battery, so we expect pretty good juice out of this guy here, even though the Galaxy S5 already achieved some great numbers in our proprietary battery test. As you know, we expect this one to perform even better. So that's it, guys, our first hands-on look at the new Samsung Galaxy S6. It's coming this April, so stay tuned to Phone Arena if you'd like to learn more about it.